Hello there Assassins, welcome back to another Wheelassassin guide. This is episode number 3 of how to build a Victorian train station here in Minecraft, or as you may know it, the Ramsbottom Train Station from the East Lancashire Railway here in Minecraft. Now, today's episode. In episode 2 we actually worked quite a way into this build and actually got ourselves the majority of platform, isn't this platform 1 over here? Platform 1 complete. As you can see, it's kind of like 3/4 of the way done, which I know doesn't look like much at the moment, but actually there is quite a lot of detail that comes later. That part at the beginning there is kind of just a slope down to road level, but yeah, we've kind of got like 3/4 of the way done with that one, so I'm thinking we actually work on this platform 1 today and get this one completed. I actually saw an old photo of this platform earlier today when I was making the thumbnail for episode 1, and there used to be a platform similar to this, so with this lovely roof and lovely like ticket office kind of building on this side of the train tracks as well, which is phenomenal. But of course when they knocked it down for whatever reason, and then the platform was like left abandoned during the, I think it was the 1960s, then yeah, it kind of got forgotten about. And then obviously when they reopened it for the East Lancs Railway, the Heritage Line, they made just this little sort of waiting area over here instead, which is very nice all the same. But yeah, crazy, isn't it? Anyways, let's get ourselves some materials and get started with today's tutorial. Okay then Assassins, so step 1 in episode number 3 is going to be down to finishing the platform actual like concrete. So we have something to put things on, you know, like the signal, all the seats, the little waiting area, and eventually the footbridge as well. So first things first, we take ourselves some quartz bricks, we take some stone, some smooth red sandstone, some stone bricks again, some polished andesite, some cyan terracotta, some cracked stone bricks, and some mossy stone bricks as well. Now what we're going to do here is take our stone, we're going to go next to, well actually I'll tell you what we're going to do firstly, is we're going to grab ourselves a stone slab. That is one thing I just forgot. So a stone slab here, because of course we need to match the level down here of these stairs. So that's what we're trying to achieve. So if we go next to these stairs here on the diagonal, next to this sleeper here, and take ourselves two of the stone slabs here, and then we start doing 2 this way, and we're going to do 2 up until we have ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like so. And then we're going to jump up into an actual full block with our stone. Again, this will match the same level just there. So again, this one I think is going to be about 6, 2, 4, 6, perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then again jumps up another level, and this level is again going to be slabs, and it's going to be on a little bed of these cracked stone bricks, mossy stone bricks, and of course the normal as well. So we can kind of mix these up. But what I'm going to do in the meantime is firstly place myself about 6 of these again, and then I'll texture them afterwards. So just double checking it's 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it goes up into the actual level over here. Let's quickly texture this just a little bit. That'll do, and then we'll match the slabs up here on our sort of wall up here, just like so for those 2 blocks. I'm also going to build this out a little bit, so I'm just going to match what I've done here, just out 1 block extra, because there's going to need to be some quartz slabs on here so that they also match you know, the line that goes alongside the platform. So I'll do my bricks in there, but I need to swap out some slabs in a little bit to finish this bit, but that's fine. For now that'll do the trick. And now if we go ahead and place ourselves bricks here, these will take us up to the white line and then go past it and all the way down to the end of our platform. So we can speed run this all the way down. Now we're on the right level. So right the way to our border, just here. That's perfect. And then again, we're going to texture with our stone bricks and our cracked and our mossy underneath these quartz bricks. But for now, just use 1 material right the way until you reach the end you just started on. Here. And then go back and forth and just add in yourself maybe cracked firstly, just because these obviously are the most worn down looking material. So just add these every now and again where you feel like it's probably a good spot for some cracked stone bricks. Maybe I'll do another 3 up this way. Ignore that gravel I just destroyed. Pretend that didn't happen. And then, obviously, when we get to the end and we feel like we've got enough of these, which I think we have in a second, to be fair, then we'll switch out and go with our mossy and add these in every now and again as well. Just add a bit of greenery to a very grey section. So here's perfect. Just a few every now and again. That's good. That's lovely. And again up this way. Maybe another 2 here. 3 there. 1 in the middle of that one. 2 there. 1 here. 1 here. 1 there. And then 1 here. Perfection. Lovely stuff. Now we're not going to need our mossy stone bricks again today. So I switched them out for my smooth quartz slab. And this will allow us to build on here. And also down here. So we can finish that little section just there and there. Perfect. Now, of course, we want to add in our stone bricks for this section here. So remember, it's 2 lots of those blocks like so. And then, no matter we have this white line, we still need to continue with our stone going past it and all the way until we reach the little section where the fence kind of curves in. And then we actually switch the entire platform material up. So it's going to be in this row here. So we can mark that out just now, just so we know where we're stopping, make sure we don't exceed it. And then we can actually speed this back to be online with the previous stone. And again in this row. And now this also tells us that beyond this point is going to be cyan terracotta. So we take ourselves a cyan terracotta in a nice row just there. This one goes up to that fence just there. And then all of these blocks in this space are going to be cyan terracotta. Now this is quite satisfying to do because you can literally just fill in alongside your landscaping that you've done with the fence. So we just fill in the little gaps until we reach ourselves the end of our platform, which is wonderful. So we're getting there. It takes a little bit of time, but when you get on this big long straight piece, it's not too bad. And what I'd recommend doing at the end, you know, where we've sort of finished our border, is you can either build your stone sort of brick design under here, just to close it off nicely, or you can continue with some slopes or something to build this down like the platform has ended. That would probably be your best bet, to be honest. It would make it look a lot more natural than just a sheer drop. But it is up to you. But yeah, that looks cool. So for my one, I'm just going to close it up just so it's not going over the border. I'm not too worried about the mossy, but I will just grab maybe a piece or 2 just there. Nice one. So that's now done. Now then, what we're going to do in here is we're going to fill this in with our stone bricks and our polished andesite, similar to how we've done the rest of these big path sections. So if you guys want to go ahead and do that over here, I think before this point, over this way, it is also the same. So in this space is also going to be the same, but instead of going with the quartz, obviously we're going to switch this out for a polished andesite slab. So in these slab sections, you can copy the slabs of your material just here. So under this section, I recommend just using, again, the path materials or not worrying too much about it. Maybe just doing stone bricks. Just so that's all going to be hidden away. But yeah, let's get ourselves done with the stone materials just here and here. And you can fill right up into this corner if you wish to. I believe we did on the original one. I will check, but I'm pretty sure. So let's go ahead and fill this all in with our slabs up until this point. Then blocks, slabs up here, blocks again, and then blocks all the way in here. You guys have got this. I will see you in a minute. And yeah, let's get this done. Okay then, Assassins, what we're next going to do is take ourselves some polished andesite slabs and some stone brick slabs, as well as the stone bricks and the polished andesite. And we're going to fill in every single block from down here. So all these are going to be slabs up until the blocks where they change. Then slabs on this middle section, then blocks up top. And then of course blocks all the way in here, matching the texturing that we did for the pathway here. And of course at the start of our platform over here. So let's get all this filled in, and then we can add in ourselves some details like the signal, the benches, and the flower beds and things. Let's go for it. So now that we've done that, Assassins, by the way, that looks awesome, and I know it was very much hard work, so well done, guys. We are now going to take ourselves the last material in our hotbar here, the smooth red sandstone, and this is going to be the bed of one of our signals, our first signal in the build. We're going to come down here just next to the stone, count on the stone bricks and the polished andesite for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now on this one, the 9, you're going to count yourself 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. You need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And we're also going to take out just 2 rows for our 5 here. Just like so. Now that is ready for some more materials and a signal. Okay then, with these new materials in hand, we are going to build the signal and we're going to build the lamp that goes next to the footbridge. We're also going to keep some of these materials for some other lamps, but they do change slightly in material, so we'll probably have to grab some more in a moment. For now though, we'll take some nether brick wool, some diorite wool, some red stained glass pane, some white stained glass pane, some white candles, some nether brick fence, some end stone brick wall, some birch fence gates, and nether brick slabs as well. And what we'll do here is we'll take our diorite wall, our nether brick wall firstly. We will go to the middle of this first 5, just here, and up for 2. Then we will take ourselves 9 blocks of diorite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Super high up. We'll do ourselves 4 candles on the very top of this. Actually, we'll do 3. I think 3 looks better. Let's do 3. On the second to top one, so second to last one just up here, we'll do a nether brick wall, and we'll add the actual signal in here. Now this signal is going to consist of the white and red glass pane, so we'll do the red first, then the white, and then the red up here. Perfect, looks like a steam engine sort of signal just up here, or an old railway one. And then the last thing is the ladder on the back. Now the ladder is an interesting one. We're going to start directly obviously behind the signal. So we're going to go just here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then to the left for 4 like so. And then what we need to do is back up by 1. So what you can do here is just connect it if you want, just temporarily. So it's diagonally down for another 4, 2, 3, 4, and then finally diagonally down for 3. 1, 2, 3 until it hits the platform just like so. And you should have yourself your first signal just up here. That looks awesome. Okay, so for our first lamp, what we want to do is we'll go to the line over here and we'll count just after the line. So we'll go next to this andesite and we'll count on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on 6 just here, we want to take ourselves a end stone brick wall upwards for 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. That is awesome. Now we'll take ourselves nether brick wall upwards for 2. I believe it's 2. Oh, sorry, no, just the 1. Actually, no, we'll do 2, and then we'll do 1 on each side. And then we'll destroy the second one. There we go. And we also want to take ourselves a nether brick slab just floating up here like so. Perfect. And that is going to be for our lamp. We'll also take ourselves birch fence gates open on the final end stone brick wall, just like that. Okay, perfect, Assassins. Right, we'll keep some of these materials and then we'll grab some more for the rest of these lamps and get them all done at the same time. Alright then, Assassins, let's get finishing these lamps. Let's take ourselves some beacons, some glow item frames, some birch fence gates, some birch fences, some nether brick fences, some nether brick slabs, a mud brick wall, some spruce stairs, and anvils as well. Now on our original lantern, we'll go ahead and place a glow item frame, and then a beacon with the back of the beacon, the obsidian part, facing outwards toward the grass over here. Perfect. Now what we're going to do to match the rest of the lanterns to their specific locations is build benches between them so we know where they actually are supposed to end up. So now then, for bench number 1, we're going to place it obviously on the stone just here. So we'll do the 4 spruce stairs in the middle, an anvil here, and an anvil there like so. Perfect. Now to find our next space, we want to go ahead and find the next bench, which is lovely, nicely laid out for us here. So we take ourselves an anvil, the 4 stairs like so. Oh, yep, that is 4. And then of course another anvil on the other arm just like so. Now beyond this point is a little bit more difficult because we haven't really got a set space for the bench. So what we do here is we're going to count from this first hedge, this first leaf, to 9 blocks, and we're building on the 9. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is where the first one is. And then we do the 4 again. Then our next anvil goes in here. And then what is cool about this one is 2 blocks away, 1, and on the second one is where our lamp is just here. We do a mud brick wall like so, 4 of our birch fences, just like that. And then we go ahead and build ourselves an open birch fence gate just here. Benches and birch, sounds similar. And then we'll do another brick fence here with the second one up, so we can build out on both sides, of course. And if you want to go ahead and place yourself a slab up top before destroying that, feel free. And then of course to finish it, you place an item frame and your beacon with the obsidian facing backwards like so. Look at that, that's lovely. Very oldie worldy, perfect for this. Okay, now down here is our next one. This is going to be in the middle of this 3. Pretty simple to find. Mud brick, 4 of our birch. 2 nether brick fences, 1 out here, 1 out here. Slab on top, destroy the middle. Let's do our beacon in like so. And then don't forget your fence gates open on both sides of the fence post like so. Perfect. Now there's another bench in here as well. This is the last bench on the platform, I think. So if we go 1 block here, and then these 2, and then we do the bench around the corner, which is a bit strange, just like so. Perfect. Okay, now the next lamp is going to be in this corner before it goes around the corner again. So we just do it here. Once again, 4 with our birch, like so. 2 nether brick fences, 1 on the side, 1 on the other side, and a nether brick slab on top. Destroy that one and place our item frame with our beacon in. And then our birch fence gate here and here, open like so. Now there's another 2 on this big long straight piece, but we need to find the first one down here first. So we'll go a block in and place our mud brick wall, then our 4 fence gates. I reckon you guys can do this in your sleep by now. 2 of our nether brick fences, 1 on each side, slab on top, destroy that one. Do our beacon in here. Let's do our birch fence gate here and here. And then our next one is going to be on 14 blocks away. And we count number 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Just here. Now you guys are going to speed run this. You're going to try and beat me. You probably are. I'm going quite slow. But I'm going with my fence gates first now. Whoa. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Oh, look at that. Speedrun. That was my slowest yet. Well done if you beat me. But there we go. We have ourselves the lamps. We should have ourselves 5 of them at that height. And then, of course, the 6th one is as high as the bridge goes up with the staircase. But that is amazing. Now we need to go ahead and fill in some of the scenery that goes in here, as well as the little sort of waiting room on the platform here. So let's get some more materials. Maybe get the waiting room done first, and then finish up with some of those little details. Good stuff though, guys. So with this lovely little waiting area up here, we'll take ourselves some spruce planks, some mud brick walls, some glass panes, some birch planks, some birch fence gates, a spruce slab, spruce stairs, a birch slab, and some birch stairs as well. Lots and lots of wooden materials, but good stuff. Right, we're going to go 3 blocks in, 1, 2, and 3, just here. And we'll match the grass, but we'll also go past it by 1 block, just here. So we'll go right to the back, like so. We'll take our mud brick wall up here for 2. And then we'll do ourselves 4 glass panes just in here. And then we take ourselves 4 lots of our birch here. And then we'll do birch right the way to the mud bricks just here. Now we'll go into the inside of our little sort of area here. We will go 2 blocks in, and on the 3rd one, we'll build stairs curving around in a seated pattern. We'll leave a gap of 3 down here. So go around the gap of 3 like so for your seats. Let's fill in this back wall with our birch planks and our spruce, of course, for that bottom. Now we know the spruce is going to curve back around here, so we can build that there. But then do our birch just to match what you've done on the other side as well, with an entirely flat wall back there. Let's do these forward. Let's do our glass panes in here. And then our mud brick wall just in here. And then we'll take ourselves a... Is it a stair in here, firstly? Let me check. Yeah, lovely stair in here. And then we'll do ourselves the birch slab. Just like so. That looks awesome. And now we need to go across the top of this with our birch planks coming forward and out the side on this top section. So we'll take 3 like this, and we'll build these back so they go out on that side as well by 1 block, just like so. Oh, they come forward, so not at the back here, but they'll come forward on this one, just like so. So it looks a little bit weird right now, but it will look cooler in a minute. What we're going to do is take ourselves the spruce stairs, and we'll go behind this and add these in, then add in 3 lots of our slabs, and build these all the way over the back of our build just here. There we go. And then we'll do these over this top section as well. So we've got 3 slabs either side of the stairs, like so. And that already looks better, but it needs the iconic sort of Victorian trim on this building. So we'll do these birch fence gates open, facing forward from the back. And we do this all the way around. If you want to place them first and then open them up, please feel free. So remember, go forward and then work your way back, just like this. There we go. Then these ones, we'll do these open, facing forward. And then in here, we'll do ourselves these ones, again facing forward. Just like so. And that looks 10 times cooler, just like that. And this is a little taste of what's to come on the other platform with the very, very big glass roof. So quite a lot of fence gates come in this build, but it does look lovely when it's done. And look at that, that looks phenomenal. Now, if you want to add a little bit more detail, please feel free to add some paintings or something, maybe some posters if you're with mods, in this little section here. I think that'll look really cool. But yeah, we need some more leaves, some more foliage, and then we can call this platform complete. Alright then, Assassins, let's now take ourselves some of this moss carpet, some azalea leaves, some mangrove leaves, a spruce trapdoor, some short grass, string, bamboo, pink petals, and some grass blocks as well. Now we'll go down here next to this big old lamp just here. And we'll firstly take ourselves some short grass in line with the lamp and one to the right. And then we'll do 2 azalea leaves just here and here. And both of them have moss carpet on. There's also going to be another azalea leaf just here. Perfect. And what I'd like to do real quick is just swap my short grass out for a bush or a fern, and just stick this on the end, just so it's a little bit different. Then I'm going to grab my grass back, and I'm going to go up this way between these 2 benches, and I want to take myself pink petals for these 2, and one here, and then maybe some moss carpet in the middle, just to mix it up a little bit. Up this way I'll do myself 2 azalea, and one of them will have moss on, just like so. Now here is another material that we don't have, but we do have one part of it, the spruce trapdoor. There's going to be a little bin here, and we'll do the spruce trapdoor on the second fence up, 1 block away from the leaves. And again, I'm just going to take myself just another material I can get back, so I'll get the moss carpet back in a second. And I'll switch this for a cauldron, which I think looks really good for a bin. So wherever the cauldrons may be, here they are. Perfect. And that is my bin just there. There's only one of these in this build, so we only need to get that once. Okay, going even further back, there is now a little plant bed just here. So we're going to take some grass blocks here. We'll go diagonally from this lamp here. And we'll take, I think we'll go 1 more block this way. So we'll take those just like so. Perfect. And then what we'll do is fold up ourselves some of these spruce trapdoors. Oops, be careful not to close some of the fence gates. There we go. All the way around this, obviously making it look lovely, which it does. And then we'll take ourselves some short grass here and here. Bamboo here, but what we're going to do with this one is stick ourselves string above it, so when it grows, it will only be like the shoot. And then this one can be 2 blocks high, like so. I think they may have changed this, you know. On my original, it looks like a stick of bamboo. Maybe, I'll tell you what's happened. There we go, and now I put the string back on like so. So that won't grow anymore. We are stopping it from growing, which is kind of mean, but it will look perfect for what we need, so we're going to be mean. We'll take pink petals in the middle of that, and that is that one done, just there. Perfect, that looks awesome. And that is that entire section almost done. There's just a little bit more going on back here. And what is going on back here is some mangrove leaves for 3 up there. one azalea here, and a moss carpet just there on the stone bricks. And that is that completed. Awesome work, guys. Very nice job. Now then, Assassins, I think we're doing really good for time today, so I'm going to add in another section. We're going to go ahead and build ourselves the signal box that goes at the end of the level crossing here. We're also going to take ourselves some short grass, and we're going to quickly texture around where this will be, and around the actual rails here. So if we do a little bit around the road, and then obviously around the rails on both sides. I just think this adds a lot more to the build. You can of course do more than this. I'm just kind of doing a little bit here and there. But yeah, I totally recommend doing it. It looks really good. You can even do it this way. Although this side I think there's actually some buildings here in real life as it goes up into the high street. But yeah, just adds a little bit more, doesn't it? A little bit more to the build. Looks pretty cool. Awesome, so now we've got that out of the way. The materials we'll take for the signal box are going to be some bricks, some spruce planks, some birch signs, some spruce stairs, some birch planks, some spruce fence gates, some glass panes, and some white stained glass panes as well. Now what we're going to do is go to the level crossing end of our railway up here. We'll take 11 blocks of bricks alongside the gravel here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we want to build upwards until we are past... Oh, this is actually a good question. Until we're past where? Until we're 5 blocks up. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so just past that slab there. That's perfect. Okay, so let's build this up. Let's build 3 up on both sides firstly, because there's going to be a little bit of signage that comes in the middle. So we'll do that, and then we'll do 3 layers here, leave a layer, and do the top layer. And in here we'll fill this in with spruce planks. Then we'll take a blank birch sign, another blank one. On the middle one, we'll write on it Ramsbottom Station, because of course this is a homage to that wonderful little station. And I'm just going to move this down to the second line just so it looks a lot cleaner. And then finish off by doing 2 more blank signs on the right side just there. Now up top I'm going to take myself my spruce planks. I'm going to go ahead and place myself another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in the middle, again, the same thing. You can use the sign with the writing on for this. And on the far right side as well, another 5. Then we'll go ahead and add in ourselves 4 stairs in between for both of those. 4 planks on top of them with the birch. We'll do ourselves 2 open spruce fence gates in the middle of the birch. 4 of our glass panes, and again 4 lots of the white stained glass panes. Perfect. And then 4 more birch planks up top. And I think this already starts to look like a signal box, which is really neat. But of course it's not quite done. We need to spin back around over this way and do ourselves more building. So we'll go with, we want to exceed the level crossing by about 3 blocks here. So 3 blocks? Yeah, I think so. So we want basically 5 on the side here. So we only have 1, so let's do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's obviously build up the brick in line with the previous brick, like so. Then we do ourselves 3 of our spruce stairs here. Then our spruce planks come up to the 5 there. Then we do ourselves our 3 birch planks, 1 gate open in the middle, 3 glass panes, 3 of our white stained glass panes. Then up top here we're going to do ourselves some birch here for 3, and then 1 in the middle. There's going to be a whole block of spruce just here, and then we need ourselves spruce slabs, but we'll come back to them afterwards, because at the moment we haven't got them on us. We also need a spruce sign, but again, we'll come back for that later. So let's spin around the corner. Oh, actually, what we can do whilst we're here is we can take ourselves... let's do another birch up here on this one and place an upside down spruce stair just there like so. And that's ready for the roof a little bit later. And we can also spin around with 2 more this way and 2 more that way. But I think it's only going to be the 1, so we'll do 1 on both sides. Yeah, nice one. It looks a bit weird right now, but it'll look cool in a minute. So around here, let's copy what we did on that side. So again, we'll take our bricks on the bottom and we'll build this all the way up top here, just like so. Then we'll take ourselves the spruce pillars, which we know are going to be in place because of the other sides. We do our stairs for the 4. Then of course our planks for the 4 in here and this side. And then our gates in here open in the middle for the 2s. Then glass panes, white stained glass panes on top of the glass panes here. Then we're going to do ourselves the birch again, and here as well. Perfect. And then up this way, we're going to take ourselves an extra couple of spruce, because we're actually building onto the platform where, of course, you enter the door up here. So we'll take ourselves an extra 2 spruce planks, and then we'll build up here for 1, 2, and let's go with 3 just for now, just like so. And then we'll spin back around this way, and down here there's going to be a door in between our bricks here. The door is going to be on this side, the left side, and it's going to be worth 4 blocks in height, 2 across. And we'll take bricks just surrounding it like so. Then up here we'll do ourselves spruce planks on the floor, and that means we can also do the flooring in here with our spruce planks as well. You can leave the bottom bit nice and dark, but you can also fill it in if you want to as well. It's absolutely fine. So we'll do that like so, and then we'll take another 2 spruce planks out this side for when the railing gets in. We'll add in ourselves spruce planks for that sort of balcony area just up here. We'll take birch planks up for the 3, just in front of the spruce out here. And then we are going to need to probably get some more materials to finish that bit. But in here we'll do ourselves birch up to the spruce there. Over that one, so we have a 3 block gap for our door frame. And then we'll do ourselves, let's do another 3 and 1 up here. So again, we'll add in 1 and 1 just on that side so it matches. That looks great. That looks really, really good. Right then, we can do a little bit of the staircase if you want to whilst we're here. We may as well. So actually, I'll tell you what, we'll grab ourselves some slabs and a few other materials so we can actually complete this at the same time. So let's get ourselves some more materials and get back to it. We're not quite finished yet, Assassins, but we are almost there. We're going to take ourselves a spruce sign, some spruce fences, some spruce slabs, spruce stairs, some andesite stairs, some stone stairs, a birch trapdoor, a spruce trapdoor, and a spruce door as well. And what we'll do is we'll go up here, we'll take ourselves a spruce fence for 3, and then we'll do 2 over this way. We'll do 1 forward and 1 forward. We'll take ourselves a spruce stair here. An upside down spruce stair needs to come under the fence here and the other side. Perfect. We'll do ourselves a slab underneath both of those upside down ones. And then we want to do ourselves the normal stair. Oops, where that upside down one is. So just here. We'll do these normal stairs coming down all the way, and then we can just go back and fix what we need to. So we'll do this for now. So we've got them coming down all the way. And then we'll go behind them and we'll follow it with our upside down stairs. And these upside down stairs will have the slabs directly underneath them as well. Just to give it a bit more of a fancy look when actually it's pretty simple. So we just do this like so. And then we do ourselves the the slabs underneath those stairs left like so. So you see it looks really nice and fancy, but super simple. So down here let's add in some more of our planks just like so, just so it matches the ground down there. Looking good. And then we'll take ourselves a railing up the side so no one falls down the stairs and hurts themselves. Just like so. Look at that, that looks great. And there's still access to the door beneath if you want to get in there too. Now, speaking of doors, let's go back up to the top and just add in ourselves a spruce door here. And we want to do ourselves a trap door for the very top of the door just there. We'll also do ourselves a birch trapdoor just here. Oops, folded down that way. With 2 spruce trapdoors just there. Or you can use a door again, up to you. We'll do ourselves a spruce slab here. We will do ourselves a spruce stair here and coming out this way. And here coming out this way, so matching the other side. These ones will have ourselves spruce slabs underneath. There'll be an upside down spruce stair here. And a spruce slab up top. And again on that one. Then we want to do ourselves a spruce stair just behind the slab on both sides. So we'll do that either here as well and add in our slabs. Just like that. Over on this one, I believe there's going to be a spruce slab here, and a fence just on top. And there's also going to be the spruce sign here that says Ramsbottom Station on, once again, just so that people can read this from the street rather than having to be on the train to read it. So there you go. Perfect. That looks amazing. Right, now we go up to the roof and we'll do some details up top. Now there's going to be quite a lot of stone and andesite because we want to make like a nice roof up top. So let me just double check. I think we just go around the corner here with our slabs. So from the second lot of stairs here, we're basically going to jump ship and go around the side of the building instead with some slabs. So we'll do this all the way along the birch there, and again this way as well. This would make a lovely little survival house, I think. It's very nice. And then we just go ahead and texture the roof with our andesite and our stone stairs, just like so. And we'll come back to the interior in a minute, because there's a little bit more detail going on inside there as well. As you notice, we might need some slabs, so I'll have to come back and get those in a second. But that's not too much trouble. We'll do that in a minute. So we'll just quickly fill this in. Okay, we'll go get some slabs and we'll be back. Almost there, Assassins. There are so many materials in this little build, it's crazy. We're going to take ourselves some andesite slabs, some stone slabs, some dark oak slabs, nether brick slabs, so basically every slab in the book. We're not done there yet. We're going to take ourselves nether brick fences, some lanterns, a chain, birch fence, and you guessed it, another slab, a birch one. We are going to go ahead and get inside of our signal box. For some reason I lost it then, that was weird. We're going to go in here and we are going to take ourselves up to the roof area, and we're going to go ahead and count ourselves up on the top of our birch blocks, so here, and every one will do like a beam across the ceiling like this, and this is for good reason. It's going to look nice in a little moment. And we'll come up here, and on every one of these we want to add in ourselves 3 fences. Again, another little taste of what's to come in the next episode with a big platform. And we add them on top of here as well, so that they hold up, in theory, the slabs up top here. That's the idea. So yeah, that looks really nice. So the exterior is now done. We need to go ahead and give it an interior. So if we come on inside, we're going to take ourselves some lanterns between these beams. They're going to be 2 chains down, and there'll be a lantern just here. Should be able to get 4 lanterns in just like so, and that looks really nice. Also glows very, very brightly in here, which is good. We'll take ourselves a seat down here for the signalman. We'll take a dark oak slab for that one. We'll do 2 nether brick fences here and a nether brick slab here. We will take ourselves some nether brick in the floor on a diagonal of the slab for these 4 just here, but actually we'll extend this along to 6 just here. We do these as well. Here we go. And then we'll build blocks on the back here for just 1 layer. And then over here, just a space away from this, we'll do ourselves the sort of maps of the railway. Now I'm going to take myself some dark oak slabs for these, for 3. And then do myself a dark oak trapdoor just afterwards on the end there. But that looks good for now. I think we need ourselves some more materials to actually complete this. Or we might do ourselves another slab up here, just like that as well. Now this is ready, let's get ourselves some last materials and complete this. So the final materials for this little section here, we're going to need ourselves a dark oak trapdoor, a nether brick fence, a lever, an item frame, a map. What I've done is I've opened this map as I was at my original train station. So you can actually see the little train there, you can see the carriages, and of course both platforms. But it's up to you where you want this map to be. But yeah, make sure it's something to do with the train maybe, and then you can have like a detailed map of where everything's supposed to be. We'll take ourselves a lightning rod for the gauges and the little switches, and ladders as well. So we'll do ourselves 4 ladders on this wall up here. We'll take item frames along the nether slabs just here, and 3 up here. Our trapdoor will go up here on the end. We'll do ourselves another item frame here with a nether brick fence in up here. We'll do ourselves another trapdoor on this side of the maps just like so. We'll take our 3 maps in here. We'll try and flip them around so they're kind of the right way around to connect to each other like that, but obviously it's a bit weird. But it might be worth making some more railway that's just in an empty like forest or something, and then you can maybe make a map of that and put it on the thing here. That would probably look really cool. We'll take ourselves some lightning rods in these item frames at different points, so these can be like all the way around if you want, like this, which might look a bit funky, but pretty cool as well, like that. And then we'll do levers just on here, or you could do them on the floor. I actually think on the floor would be best, like this, and maybe a couple of these like switched around the other way rounds, so it looks a bit more accurate to a real one. But yeah, that's really cool. So there we have it. That has been episode number 3 of the Ramsbottom Train Station, or a Victorian railway station from the East Lancashire Railway, and here in Minecraft. And well, there we have it, Assassins. That has been episode number 3 of building this Victorian railway station, or the Ramsbottom Train Station from the East Lancashire Railway here in Minecraft. If you guys have enjoyed this one, please be sure to drop a like on it. That would be amazing. If you're interested in staying tuned for part number 4, and of course part number 5 coming after that as well, then definitely stay tuned by subscribing or considering subscribing today. It is of course free to do so, so definitely check it out if you will. And of course guys, you can check me out on the social medias as well. I'm doing some more stuff with my Instagram lately, so if you want to come by there and see the stuff I'm up to, then please feel free. But yeah, have a wonderful rest of your week, Assassins. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Stay tuned for part number 4 coming soon, and I'll see you very shortly for another Wheelassassin guide. Goodbye for now. Thank you once again.